What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and before WWE 2K24 was officially announced, a lot of people had concerns over which consoles this game would be available for. Well, we now know which consoles this game will be available for, and with that, some people's worst nightmare may have come true. So we gotta talk about it. But first, this is a very controversial topic, so let me know how you feel about it in the comment section, but don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you don't want to miss any updates on WWE 2K24. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
Alright, so what better way to start this thing off than with official confirmation from the official website. Now it's the same across the board, but we're going to go ahead and click on the standard edition, and we see this game is going to be available for Steam. So PC players rejoice, you will be getting this game. PS5, current gen console, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, current gen consoles, but this game will also be available on last gen consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now this is great news for a lot of players because everybody just doesn't have a current gen console, and this is going to help get this game in a lot more hands. Shout out to the Switch players, I hate to see it. But on the other hand, there are some gamers who really didn't want to see this game be released on last gen consoles because they feel like these last gen consoles are just holding back the quality. There's one guy who argued me and Brian down on Twitter like, we put the game on last consoles, I didn't have anything to do with this. But I completely understand the frustration because in the past, things like this really did hold our games back. But is that still the case in 2024? I don't know. It's really a question. Let's take a look at WWE 2K24 compared to WWE 2K23 and see if we can actually see a big difference. All right, let's start this thing off with the box star, a deluxe box star. We're going to kick it off by taking a look at Rhea Ripley from WWE 2K23. And as you can see, last year her model was great, but since then she did switch up her style, and they really did catch that in WWE 2K24. Now the actual face kind of does look very similar. It looks like it is more rounded in 2K24, but overall, pretty much the same face as last year. Not a big graphical leap, but her look does look a lot better in this one, I would say. But again, that's just really a style choice, so not too much of an upgrade here. Let's go ahead and move on to our next wrestler and see if we got an upgrade. That's going to be Asuka. And if you can tell by this picture right here, you know the difference is night and day. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this one a little bit. Look at Asuka in 2K23. Now this isn't the highest quality picture, but you can just tell the quality of that model just does not come close to this one at all. So when it comes to looking at like a next gen version, I think they did catch that magic with Asuka. I don't know if they completely redid her model, but the difference is just it's such a big difference. I think they completely redid the model. Just even looking at the way the face is shaped. Let's zoom in on the teeth a little bit because that may be where the magic is. Teeth look great in that picture, and they're kind of hidden in this one. So Asuka got a pretty nice upgrade. Another thing worth pointing out before we move forward is the quality of her hair. We can see this kind of looks like stringy and stuck together, where this looks like it's individual strings this time. So Asuka got a nice current gen upgrade, we'll call it. Now looking at the next one, this one is pretty big. Another cover star. Look at Bianca Belair in WWE 2K23. Now take a look at her model in 2K24. Another one where the difference is night and day. This looks like PS3 quality maybe. Where you look at this one, definitely leaning up to the current gen. Take a look at the gear. It doesn't look like it's painted on her. They fixed that a few years ago and it still looks good. You can see the shadows under the gear there. But moving up here, it looks completely bad. The gear doesn't look painted on, but just a terrible, terrible design for Bianca Belair. So that's a pretty big glow up. Right now we are hitting 3 for 3. Rhea Ripley didn't have a huge change, but her model still looks really good. Asuka, difference is night and day. Bianca Belair, as you can see right here, the difference is night and day. Now we did get a picture of Hogan and Andre as well, but we don't do Hogan over here, brother. So we're gonna jump right forward to the star who I think should have got the biggest upgrade. He's not getting a box edition, but he's definitely been the biggest star in WWE for the last few years, and that is Roman Reigns. Now Roman Reigns' model looked great last year, right? Perfect, untouchable. But the problem I have here is this year his model kind of looks the same. But his hair does look different this time. Dare I say the hair actually looks good on the wrestlers this time, and that's something you don't ever see in wrestling games. Usually it's just this big clumped up mess that moves all together at the same time. It looks like this time they did go with individual strands, where you see the hair is just a clumped up mess on the model before. You can actually see the strands this time, so hopefully the hair physics are a lot better in 2K24. But as far as his body, his face, everything else, it really looks the same. And I think Roman Reigns kind of did beef up a bit, and he still just looks like a skinny man here. So I don't know. I would expect a premium model with Roman Reigns, and I just don't feel like we're quite getting that. All right, maybe he doesn't look like a skinny man, but he does look a lot bigger in real life. But overall, you know what? It's a small leap forward, but it's still a step forward. Maybe next year, we move forward to current gen only and we do get that big graphics upgrade, but this year, they seem to be focused more on the gameplay and adding new match types, and I think that's more important than the full-blown next gen upgrade right now, because before we get to that point, we want the game to play as good as it can, right? But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But 2K is adding so many new features to the game this time, it seems like they can't miss. If you want to know my thoughts on everything that's been announced so far, click on this video. But don't forget to drop a like on this one and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.